NCAA college basketball for Wednesday. Sometimes the line just does not make sense, and I think we have that today when the Old Dominion Monarchs take on the Richmond Spiders. You got Richmond on the year. They're 6-3, and they've had some quality wins. They beat California, who's a ranked team. They beat Northern Iowa, who beat North Carolina. They also beat Wake Forest, who's having a decent year so far out of the ACC. And yet, at home versus Old Dominion, who is not having a good year so far, they're only laying 5 points, and that just seems a little bit off. Once we started digging in the numbers, we have two teams that really run at different paces here, and I'm going to back Old Dominion. I'm going to go ahead and take the points on a really good Old Dominion team that has not played as well as most people thought they would play. They started out last year really well. This year, not so much. Still, that's a tough team. They're going to challenge in a Conference USA. And then we got Richmond, who's one of the better teams, probably in the Atlantic 10. But I love the way Old Dominion plays defense, and that's why I'm going to back them, getting the 5 points at Richmond. Let's break it down. Old Dominion on the year, they're averaging 65.2 points per game while shooting 41.8% from the field and allowing 57.8 points per game on 37.3% shooting from the field. They have a really good guard back in Trey Freeman, and they got some good returners. They just haven't played very well so far this year, but I look for them to, step it up tonight. They know Richmond is going to be a really tough place to play. But look at those defensive statistics. I mean, this is a good defensive team. They're going to try and slow down the pace, and they're going to play really hard on that end of the floor. I think Richmond might struggle a little bit, even at home, to keep Old Dominion in this. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about the Spiders. Love Chris Mooney, really good college basketball coach. Richmond on the year, they're averaging 81.2 points per game, shooting 48.2% from the field, and allowing 75.2 points per game on 46.7% shooting from the field. They're a pretty up-tempo team. They score at a pretty high rate, but they also allow points at a really high rate, and that's why I like Old Dominion. I think they're going to slow things down. They're going to ratchet them down on defense just to stay in this. I don't think this is going to be a very high-scoring affair. And I like for Old Dominion to go ahead and battle right with them the whole way. So I'm going to take the Old Dominion Monarchs here, plus the 5 points. I think they hang in all the way until the end. So grab the points. Really solid basketball play. And I wish you guys luck on your picks today.